Hey guys, I'm Greg. Welcome to Greg's Beer Reviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Alright guys, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Review. Today's beer comes from Laughing Dog. This is their Devil Dog Imperial IPA Ale. Laughing Dog's out of Ponderay, Idaho. This is an American double Imperial IPA coming in at 10%. So, and this is a bomber. This is a big bottle here. So it is 2 beers in one, and it's 10%. So that's like 4 beers in one. So just remember that it's like drinking 4 Budweisers. So just remember that. The beer is a spring serving. So I guess it came out this past spring. I may have kept it, being an IPA, I may have kept it just a little too long to be reviewed as fresh, but 10% it's going to keep it a little while, so I don't know exactly when it doesn't have a date on the label or anything. So the food pairings, cuisine, of course, is barbecue, and the cheeses are the peppery, the pepper jack, sharp, blue, all your more pungent cheeses, Limburg, Gorgonzola. The meat is grilled meat, salmon, and game. You can do burgers and all kinds of stuff, but your more stronger dishes go well with this. Glassware, snifter, tulip, oversized wine. I got the Duvel glass, of course. That's what I always use for these. And it says it can be cellared under proper conditions, and it can because of the alcohol content. But just remember, the hops are going to fade, so I hope they ain't faded too much in this one. So let's get it off, see what we got. That's a very nice color. Right. About half a bottle left there. I can tell this is a very gorgeous beer. It is clear. It is clear as it can possibly be. There's some bubbles streaming up, but it is a bright orangey colored into light. I don't think I've ever seen a beer quite that shade. It is almost orangey fluorescent. Very nice looking in the glass. And it poured about a half a finger of head or so, and looks very good. Let's get a nose on this one. Alright, I can, first of all, I smell the alcohol. It's 10%. It's there. And then I have the hops. I get tropical fruits and grapefruit. Maybe some toffee, pine, flowery. It's got a lot of stuff going on in the smell on this. Wow. My mouth's watering just talking about it. Cheers, everybody. Very heavy malt backbone on this one. It's almost syrupy. Definitely tell this is an Imperial beer. By the sweetness of the malt. It is such a sweet. And of course, they've jacked the bitterness up on it too. So you get the sweetness of the malt, and then the hops. The hops grab a hold of your tongue there on the back. Very nice though. I'm gonna pour this a little bit more in here. It's probably going to cloud it up. Usually at the bottom of these beers, there's a heavy sediment. And as you can tell already, just by pouring that next little thing in there, clouded that up tremendously. So that means it's got some sediment in the bottle. Bottle condition more likely, and this will probably pour out like chocolate milk now. Oh yeah, it's got a heavy sediment to the bottom of it. I can see it in there now. So it's probably bottle conditions, I guess. I would hope so, to have that much stuff in the bottom and change the color that much. But the undisturbed, it poured crystal clear. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a beer quite that clear, but now I just put another splash in it, and it changed it completely. I cannot even see the light bulb through there. So just remember that. I'll look and see if it's bottle condition, but I'm pretty sure it is. It doesn't say anything on the label about it being bottle condition. Let me read what it says on the side of the label here. The Devil Dog will chew you up and leave you whimpering for more. At 98 IBUs and with 7 pounds of hops to the barrel, it is an all-out assault on the senses. Devil Dog started out as a labor of love, but quickly took off a life of its own, leaving us drooling like Pavlov's dog at the mere mention of its name. Triple dry hop for that over-the-top hop flavor. More than one of these bad boys will cause you to howl at passing strangers, chew up your toys, and anything else you can get your sharp little teeth on. Hops are Columbus, Northern Brewer, a Tantum, Cascade, and Simcoe. The malt is pale caramel and Munich. But no date, so we don't know how old it is. That's bizarre. I just can't get my grasp around that sometimes, especially on the IPA beers. But it's a double. It'll keep, but the hops are fade. I mean, if this is last year's vintage, it's going to fade quite a bit from what this year's vintage is. So, need that damn day, guys. It is a wonderful beer, though. It's got a lot of good aromas coming out of it. Well, I'm not going to tell you it's going to be an easy drinking beer. Being a first beer of the evening, it's rather strong, being 10%. So, it's got a good taste though. You just got to remember it's an Imperial, and there's a lot of malt to make an Imperial to have the alcohol at 10%. So they have to really chuck in some hops, like the label said, to try to kind of balance that heavy grain bill. But it's not over bitter. You gotta remember. High grain, high hops, a lot of sweetness, a lot of alcohol. So we're gonna let it warm up. It's right out of the fridge as usual, and I'll be right back. We'll do the final chug on this one, but I believe it's above average beer, guys. So stick around. Let's see where it ends up. All right, guys. Thanks for sticking around. Got just a little bit left in the glass. This had quite a bit of sediment, like I said, when I poured that last little bit in the glass. It kind of clouded it up pretty good. So. It's got a lot of stuff in the bottom of the bottle there, and it poured right cloudy when we poured the rest of it out. So, this is a 10% beer, and it drinks like a 10% beer. It's definitely got an alcohol presence to this beer. It's above average, but it's not blowing my hair back or anything. So, final chug, guys. Strong alcohol presence in there. It's got a nice tropical fruit thing going on there. A little bit of piney floral hops. A lot of bitterness to this beer, but it's got a lot of sweet malt too. But I think the bitterness is a little bit over what it needs to be for this beer. So it's a little bit too bitter for my taste. Guys, I'm gonna give it a 5. I'm gonna give it a B minus. That's what I think it is. Didn't do a whole lot for me. It's got a strong bite to it, and I like a hoppy beer, but this has got a lot of bitterness to go with it. So a lot of bittering hops in this beer. So guys, if you've had the Devil Dog, let me know what you think of it. Rate Beer has it at 97 overall and a 79 in the style. So Beer Addict comes up with a B plus. It didn't impress me that much to get a B plus. So I'm gonna stick with a B minus. So guys, give me some comments back on this, and as always, rate, comment, subscribe, and let's see what's in the fridge tomorrow. Hope you can join us then.